So we're back.
Talking about hair, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got a really interesting episode coming up today. We have
Yes.
research from IC Cars. We love them over there. Julie Blackley, awesome researcher. The
Yes.
fastest selling new and used cars so far of 2021. We're going to get into that in just a second. And I think
Yes.
this is going to be one of our more educational episodes.
Yes.
So seriously, stay tuned.
Okay.
But first, Pops, can you give a quick shout out to Ostrich Pam?
Ostrander.pam. Not Ostrander.pam. You know,
How long are you going to take on this throw, Pops?
I don't know, but Ostrander.pam is a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Yay for Ostrander.pam, who just won
A 1 month free subscription to your Auto Advocate membership. Anyway, Run a Report to Win contest still ongoing. March 1st, join us.
You could end up being like Ostrander.pam.
Or an ostrich named Pam. Join us on March 1st for the live stream.
Yeah. I don't know who would name their ostrich Pam, but
So what IC Cars did that
Yeah.
is they looked at, what was it? They looked at, let's see here.
482 million cars.
I mean, they I don't know. They researched like
Analyzing over 1.2
million.
million new and used cars sold in January 2021, and found that overall the average new car takes 46.2 days to sell, and the average used car takes 38.9.
So let's run you through it. The fastest selling new cars. We'll do the top 10. We'll do the top
Yeah.
10 for used cars as well. And then
Okay.
we'll link to the research, as we always do, down below.
You know that Corvette you were looking for?
The number
It's
one,
gone.
number one fastest selling car so
Yeah,
far of
yeah.
2021.
Yes.
10 days to sell.
10 days. Not only is it a fast car, but you know, if you drive past your Chevy store and you see that Corvette and then you drive back later that afternoon, it's probably not going to be there.
So this is obviously the new C8 Corvette. This is the new body design.
Yeah.
Looks very sleek.
Average price is just a tad under $85,000.
And so not only are the Corvettes moving quickly, and one thing maybe you can comment on down here is vehicles that tend to move quickly are also vehicles that tend to get hit with some ADM, some additional dealer markup.
That would be
Like
true.
I see another one that we're going to talk about here in a little bit, the Kia Telluride. We've heard so many stories of Kia Tellurides with $5,000.
$5,000 to $10,000.
So those Chevrolet Corvettes are obviously, and everyone on this list that we're about to get through, you're paying a
Probably,
premium.
yeah. You're you know, if a dealer has one and you want to buy it, my guess is if you were to actually get it for MSRP, you got yourself a hell of a deal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number 2, the Lexus IS 350.
Yeah. Lovely little car.
11 days to move off a dealer's lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Genesis GV80.
Yeah.
So that's their new SUV.
Yeah. And
Super good looking.
And what a good looking car. And by the way, it was the hole-in-one car for the Genesis Invitational on the 16th hole yesterday. And not one golfer had a hole-in-one on the 16th hole. So
If only they had you out there, Papa.
Oh, I could have helped them with their swing.
Let us know if you want to see some
I would have
swing
been the
content.
guy with the multicolored hair standing behind with a sign that said, "You the man."
What I don't understand is like
Yeah.
with the Genesis GV80, like why would you ever go buy like a Bentley Bentayga? Like just get the GV80. It's a beautiful car.
It is gorgeous. It really
is. And the
The
interiors,
design, everything they've done with it.
We should react to like the there's so many car YouTube reviewers out there. Like you and I should just do a reaction video to like a GV80 review. Like it's gorgeous.
Okay, I'm in on that.
Okay, but those take about 14 and a half days to move off a dealer's lot.
Okay.
Incredible.
Yeah.
The Lexus RX 350h, another SUV.
450h.
Thank you, 450h.
Yeah.
And then we have the Kia
That would be the
Telluride.
hybrid.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the Kia Telluride.
Yes. And the Kia Telluride takes on average 17.2 days.
Truly incredible. And so if you're in the market to buy one of these cars, remember you can get your actual local market days supply back at the Your Auto Advocate website. We have that built in on the market price report. Craziness, absolute craziness.
Yes.
Then we've got another SUV.
Mercedes-Benz GLS, 18.3 days.
So we've got a six-figure car.
The good news is the average price is just $100,643.
So we've got a six-figure vehicle that's selling in 18 days.
18 days.
When you managed inventory back in your management days,
Yeah.
did you have any cars that were ever moving did you have a 10-day supply of anything? Or if you did, the alarm bells were ringing, weren't they?
When the in 1999,
Okay.
when the Acura TL was redesigned,
Yep.
and they lowered the price $5,000, and they added God knows how much standard equipment to the car. We didn't have a one-day supply. Well, we had one car that we kept just for the showroom.
Really?
Okay. Not even for people to drive, just for the showroom. It was the showroom car. And if people wanted to get a sense of what it was like to drive it, we would have them sit in it, and then the sales staff would run past the car on both sides. But yeah, that was a vehicle, that and when the MDX first came out. You literally ran with a 0-day supply. Every vehicle was pre-sold before it got in.
Craziness. I shared my screen down here, Dad, just to show, vividly show. So let's see here. A new 2020 Nissan Maxima. But let's see if I have any used. These are all different ones in my report, right? New 2021 Nissan NX. This is what we're talking about right here. Days on lot, and then the local average. So when you see, this is where we come up with our negotiability score, right? 83. So obviously, since this one's been on the dealer's lot 150 days,
three times the average for that market.
Exactly. And then obviously you can start to figure out at what dealerships they are.
It's not that popular of a vehicle in the Miami
But the
area?
reason I bring this up is because then when we look back at the report, and they're saying that a Mercedes-Benz GLS is lasting 18.3 days. That's the equivalent of you're going to run that in the market price report, and you're never going to see it go above 18. But if you are in your area, it's oh crap, let me move on this.
Yes,
so this is pretty compelling research. What do we got next?
The Lexus Lx 570.
Yep.
18.7 days. And then Toyota rounds out the top 10 with the Toyota Sienna at 19.1 days, the Tacoma at 19.1 days, and the RAV4 Hybrid at 19.3 days.
Yep. Let's now hop to used vehicles, Pops.
Yes.
And remember, back at IC Cars, they go all the way to the top 20.
Yes.
So definitely go take a peek at that.
Yes.
The number one quickest selling used vehicle so far in 2021, based off of January data, is the Hyundai Palisade at 26.2 days. What are your thoughts?
And it makes you wonder how that could be, how there could be any pre-owned ones. This is only their second year of existence. So that would indicate to me that what's happening is dealers are taking some of their new inventory and they're selling it to corporately held leasing companies, their own leasing companies, selling it to them, titling the vehicle, not driving them, and then putting them on their lot as used cars, so they as a used car, they can ask whatever the hell they want, and they don't have to have an additional dealer markup addendum on the vehicle.
And so can you provide some context to our audience? This was a practice that you used to use from time to time.
I never used such a thing, but the companies that I worked for sometimes used things like that on some really hard to find product where the market might be worth $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 more than what the MSRP was, and the large corporation that I worked for believed that you don't sell things for more than MSRP, unless of course you move them to the used car department, and then you can sell them for what the real market is.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Is so when you were this was at Penske, if I'm not mistaken, when you were at Penske,
I hate mentioning names, but it might have been Penske.
But it could have also been.
It could have been, but it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Coming out next year is a new feature.
Jeez, any thought I might have of the Penske organization running back to me and going, "Ray, would you come back to work for us?" It's just,
do you want to work?
Just maybe as a consultant. Just went up in a ball of flames and smoke.
At least they'll know you're honest.
Yeah, that part.
Anyway, you couldn't add additional dealer markup to their new
cars. It was
cars.
just Mr. Penske's birthday
Happy
yesterday.
birthday, Mr. Penske. If you
happy
watch
birthday,
this.
Roger.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And if you don't watch us, well, you should.
You should.
And for two reasons. One, you'd be proud of how I'm turning out in my semi-retirement, working with my son.
Yes.
And two, we're just here to evangelize the truth.
Yeah. Anyway, so at Penske, you weren't able to add additional dealer markup to new vehicles, corporate policy. So the way to work around that, and this happens at dealerships, across the country, is you sell it to your, to the leasing company,
to your captive leasing company.
Then you can sell it for whatever price you want as a used car.
Yes.
Interesting.
You can get the real market value for it.
Exactly. All right, let's run through, Pops. You and I are waxing poetic here. Wow. That NX300 that we were just looking at we were looking at 300H, but still, 26.5 days.
Yeah, which is really Corvette. 26.6
Look at all these
days.
Lexuses, the RX 450h again, the LX 570 again. Interesting that there's so many Lexuses that are moving so quickly.
Yes, 26.7 and 26.9 days. Mercedes-Benz E-Class, 27.3 days.
The Palisades Twin, the Telluride.
The Telluride, and which some would say is the better vehicle or the better looking vehicle. I think they're both excellent looking vehicles. That's 28.3 days, and they slipped another Toyota in there, a 4Runner, 28.7 days.
Those are so hard to come by used. Used prices on Toyota 4Runners are the same as new.
Oh, my
it's
God.
crazy.
You're going to pay more than MSRP for a new one. Mercedes-Benz G-Class. G-Class, ladies.
A used G-Class.
A used G-Class. They typically stay on the lot about 28.7 days, and the average price is just $137,000 for, as I like to call it, the Galunka Junka wagon. And then rounding out the top 10 is the Porsche 911 at 29.5 days, and that one is just a tad under $127,000.
911 makes sense, as well as, I know I'll just touch on it, the Miata is in at 11, and part of it does, we're starting to move into that spring selling season, so I would actually expect that both of those continue to move.
Yes, and the average for all used vehicles was 38.9 days. So, the Hyundai Palisade is literally sells a third faster.
And that's why we built the market price report, so that you can see, okay, so what is it in my region, in my area, and for the particular vehicle I'm looking for.
Yes.
You pair that with the email templates, you start to have, like some level playing field with the dealer, and it's all based on how they manage. You manage your inventory.
Yes.
If stuff's moving really quickly, or if I'm not, why would I discount on a vehicle that I'm going to sell tomorrow versus one that's been sitting for a while? That's why your auto advocate exists, to surface that information for you.
Is that why we do this? That's why we do this, folks.
Yeah,
that and to share techniques to make sure that you don't get taken advantage of price-wise.
Yep. So take a peek at the research back at IC Cars. Again, link down below. Run a report to win contest ongoing.
Yes.
March 1st is the live stream where we are announcing all the winners for the gift cards that we're doing, the Amex gift cards.
Gift cards for $250, $175, and $150.
Boom.
T-shirts.
Might be coming out with new merch soon.
Yeah, maybe sweatshirts, because, we should be able to get those cheaper. We're going to be going into the spring season.
Maybe.
Yeah, and maybe here's my thoughts for a new design for a new shirt.
Let's hear it.
Ask me why I'm a small potato with a bushel basket filled with baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes. Someone's having dinner tonight.
Yeah, well, I was thinking. Yeah, and you'll have to watch some of our videos to find out why you want to be a small potato.
Cool. Check out the research. Check out the contest, and
just check us out. It's damn good looking.